that you're doing well. Today's video is a very makeshift video because I didn't plan to record one right now, and I don't have my tripod with me, so I had to make a makeshift phone stand with my books and my mug. But anyways, today's video is about blockages, any mental or emotional blockages that may be affecting your current life situation, whatever it may be, however it may be, or your manifestations, depending on exactly in what context you are seeking to understand about your blockages. This would fit exactly that. This is a timeless reading. You can watch it whenever. Even if you watch it today, you can still watch the same reading after say 3 to 6 months, because the messages would still hold and they may change in meaning for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and if a message does not resonate, don't try to warp it in your mind to fit your situation. If it is for you, you will know it. Today we have two piles. This is pile 1 and pile 2. You can pause the video to select a pile, and we will be starting with pile 1. I have already pre-shuffled the cards, so I really just put these decks so that it's easier for everyone to select, and so that they can look at which deck they want their reading to come from. So there's also not a lot of space because of my tripod situation, so there's that. But I will be showing you the cards at least. It's going to be upright. So pile 1, on what your blockages are. The cards that you have, I hopefully don't knock my phone, is the 10 of Cups reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed. I feel that you have a lot of emotional blockages in regards to what you want to manifest. For example, if you want to manifest money, or if you want to manifest a progression in career, being blocked by your own self. This is not an external thing that's happening. This is not external circumstances that are stopping you, but you are being your own obstacle. Maybe you have a fear of success. Maybe you have a fear of what if things go wrong. Maybe you have an anxiety that keeps eating at you about what if I can do this, what if I can do that, what if I get this but it's not what it seems. Like suppose you sign a contract for a job thinking, okay, I'm gonna get this much salary, I'm just gonna work these hours, this is how the work environment is gonna be like, I'm gonna have these perks. But when you start working, actually you find that things are a lot more different than they seem, sort of like a reality check, or Paris syndrome, but Paris syndrome when it comes to work. So I feel that there's a lot of doubt that's clouding your mind. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's fear, but it's more like anxiety, and it's more like doubt that's clouding your mind, and it's stopping you from taking the necessary action that you need to do. It's even preventing you from making plans, because then the plans that you're making are not plans that you're making out of motivation to reach your goals. These are not plans that will help you in the long term, because you're making plans out of worry, you're making plans out of fear, you're making plans out of doubt and anxiety. And what's actually happening is, in doing so, you're making plans out of survival mode, and it's really not going to help you in the long run, because then the plan that you made was fit only to survive. You didn't make a plan to live. You made a plan that would help you survive, but you didn't make a plan that would help you live, if that makes sense. Like, you would get food, yes. Would you be able to pay rent? Most probably, yes. Would you be able to afford clothes if you need them? Again, most probably, yes. But will you truly be able to enjoy life? Maybe not. The plans that you're making serve a specific short-term purpose. They do not serve a long-term purpose. So when you're feeling this doubt, when you're feeling this anxiety, try to ground yourself, center yourself again, and think with a clear head, what do you want out of life? What do you want out of this specific situation? What is the ideal outcome for you that would help you in the long run, that would help you 5, 6, 10 years down the line? Because I feel whatever situation you are in right now is something that's going to affect you for years down the line. So please, please, please do not make a hasty decision, and especially do not make a do not make a choice out of anxiety, do not make a choice out of fear. Do what your heart tells you would be the best. Do what your gut feeling tells you is the best path to follow, because your emotional blockages, your emotional struggles, your emotional stress is keeping you from taking the right action, is keeping you from taking the necessary action that you need to take, the right action that you need to take, the right step that you need to take, the right plans that you need to make. Center yourself, ground yourself, and align yourself with the best ideal future that you deem to be suitable for you. For example, honestly, I can't think of an example right now, I'm sorry, but I'm still thinking of an analogy at the back of my head, so that when it comes I'll be able to share that with you. But basically, your blockages lie in your heart center. So you can, if you want to work with this spiritually, what you can do is you can meditate with the rose quartz, or you can do some guided meditation to get the energy at the heart moving. Engage in things that you're loving, do things that make you feel love, make you feel that you love, and make you feel loved as well. Do things that you love. Recenter yourself, recenter your focus to your to the best possible future for you. Do not make a decision out of anxiety. It is not going to serve you. Now, on how you can overcome this, we have the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. There's this song that I really like. I was talking about that song with a dear one yesterday only, and the starting line of that song is basically kill the monster that's inside you. And by monster, they don't really mean like, there's 2 wolves inside me, one is bad, one is good. No, not a literal kind of monster, but more of a metaphorical monster to kill down our fears, kill our doubts, our ego. Basically, what you need to do is that you also need to realize and understand that your anxiety is not all that rules you. Your anxiety does not rule you. Your anxiety does not dictate the way that you're going to go about in your life. You are a separate individual. Anxiety is separate, and you have the power to overcome it. You have the power to do what you want the way you want to do it. You don't have to let your anxiety tell you what you need to do. Basically, you need to face these conflicts that you're having head on. You need to face these doubts that you're having head on. You need to understand why you're experiencing these. Now, I understand that the world is kind of shit right now, but this is a time where personal growth is going to serve you a lot. Let bygones be bygones, and people will always be fighting. Pick and choose your battles. You don't have to fight all. You don't have to fight every challenge that comes to you. You don't have to fight every battle that crosses its path with you. Not every battle is meant to be fought. Not every battle is meant to be won. On the same note, pick and choose your battles. Let bygones be bygones. And if there's things from the past coming up, okay, deal with them accordingly. Don't drag them out for the next time. Don't drag them out for tomorrow. Don't drag them out for next year. If they show up, deal with it at the door itself. It doesn't have to come in. It doesn't have to affect your life. Let things that wish to burn away, burn away. Let things that need to be destroyed get destroyed. Because it's not the end. Whatever is happening, you see these 3 stars and this ground burning right here. This is also a fire that's divinely guided, but this is also divinely protected. This is an intervention that is happening. This is your guides watching things burn down because they have to. And if you look at the card behind, there is a tower here as well. It's not like the tower, burning tower, but it's still a tower, and there's fire here. So if you look at the direction, this is like burning this, right? You need to kill your doubts, my friend. You need to have more faith in yourself. You need to have more confidence in yourself. If you already do have faith and confidence in yourself, it's time you start believing in it and utilizing it. Because you do know how to take the right step. You know exactly what to do. And even if you don't know exactly what to do, guess what? You're going to figure it out. But for you to do so, you have to kill your doubts. You have to start believing in yourself a little more. You have to start understanding that you have power to change your situation. Do we work with the universe? Yes, we do. Does God change things? Yes, they do. But does that mean we are powerless as humans? No. Does that mean that we are powerless while having this physical existence on earth? No. Us taking action, us making plans, us taking steps is also divine. Us doing what we feel like doing is also divine. It's also sacred. Because if the universe is not, intervening or doing things for us, we are doing it as parts of the universe, as emanations of the universe. You are bigger than you think. You are a bigger person than you think. You are more powerful than you think. Have courage. Even if you're feeling anxious, have courage in yourself. For your guidance card, you got the 9 of Swords. I always get a little confused when the 9 of Swords shows up as a guidance or an advice card, but it also has its own meaning, I guess, because the Swords is a sword that I personally am quite wary of. But 9 of Swords, if you look here, is the sword that the Pope is holding, right? And it's piercing this lamb, and the lamb is also holding a sword right here. Now the lambs are usually a symbol of innocence, and below the deck there was the Page of Wands. I'm just gonna move these and step on. Let me think. Well, the sword piercing the lamb, specifically that sort of imagery, and this bunch of herbs that this Pope is holding. And you see, there's a smaller boy here. I'm not sure if he's a Pope or a Pope in training. I'm not sure what that figure is called. I feel again this is the same message that I received before. I feel like you're trying to stop a specific outcome. You could see that the little boy here is trying to protect the lamb over there, but the sword is at its back. It's gonna pierce eventually. A sword cannot stay balanced on flesh, right? It cannot be balanced on like the tip of its blade on flesh. So the boy here is trying to protect this little lamb over here, but this is a bigger figure holding herbs, and there's another wand with a bird on it. Again, I'm not sure about this symbolism. I'm not sure this is relevant to this reading either, but stop trying to protect the past. Stop trying to protect the way things were, because sometimes we outgrow things. Sometimes we outgrow people, we outgrow situations. And the more you hang on to it, the more anxiety it's going to give you. The more you hang on to what is not yours, the more you seek what is not yours, the more anxiety that is going to give you. If something is not meant for you, don't try to force it, because in such situations something better is meant for you, something bigger is meant for you. Let go. Let go of what's causing you anxiety. Understand why it's causing you anxiety. Accept it. Let it go. Move on. And as I mentioned, not every battle is meant to be won, right? Stop trying to protect something that you know is gonna get hurt. Stop trying to protect something that you know is gonna get destroyed. Instead, do what you have in your power to make this transition easier. Do what you have in your power to make sure that this process goes as smoothly as possible for everyone involved, but especially for yourself, because it's important. It's important to do so. It's a lot of sand. It's storming outside. Love it. Stop trying to force things into a specific mold of your own pile one. What you don't realize that you're doing is that in doing so you're also imposing things on other people, because you're putting expectations on them and you're expecting specific things and actions out of them. Let go of your expectations and let go of your doubts. You have to pave your own way. You have to go your own way. To take your things and go your own way. This man is traveling alone. He's not with a bunch of friends. He's traveling alone, but he's traveling on fertile lands. He's traveling on grass and greenery. The trees are barren, but he's moving away. He's moving away towards a better direction. He's moving away towards a place which is probably, is more lush, more green, more filled with opportunities. Stop trying to fit in where you're not meant to, L1. Sometimes things are not meant for us because other better things are what's written in our fate. Don't try to mold in a situation, and don't try to make the situation mold to you. Let things be. Let them play out the way they wish to play out. Let them unravel the way they're destined to unravel. Just try to make it as smooth and as gentle as possible for you and for those around you, if you wish. So that's all that I'm getting, pile 1. I hope that this was able to give you some clarity about your situation. I hope this reading was able to give you some insight. And please make sure to like this video if it resonates with you, and comment down below if you want to see a specific reading or a video on a specific topic regarding tarot readings or magic or witchcraft or anything like that. Please let me know in the comment section below, and subscribe for more, because the numbers are a motivating factor. So I will see you in the next one. Bye. Pile 2, this is your reading. So I hope you can see these cards because the illustrations are a little dark, but I will be showing you the cards, no worries. Okay, so pile 2, your blockages. The High Priestess in reverse and Strength. Okay, before I even go in depth, what I feel message here is that you are not listening to your intuition, pile 2. You are not listening to your intuition at all, but you're bulldozing through things. And really, how is that helping you? Do you like doing things with ease, or do you like working hard at everything? If there's something that will simply be gifted to you, would you rather work 10, 12, 20 hours, work yourself to the bone and then receive it? Do you feel that you'll only be able to recognize the value of some things when you work hard for it? Do you think you do not have the capacity to understand the value of some things if it's simply given to you? Do you doubt yourself that much? Do you lack confidence in yourself that much? Do you think you do not have that level of critical thinking on your own? That you need to work hard? Are you a masochist in that manner? I know these are very harsh statements, but at the same time, I am not a reader who sugarcoats things, and I am not a reader who talks lovingly either. I say what it is, and I don't beat around the bush. Really, there are things that are just... Listen to your intuition more. The universe has been trying to show you something. The universe has been trying to give you something for so long. It's been trying to ring your bell, knock at your door for months and months on end. But you don't do it. You ignore the bell. You ignore the bell and you think, oh no, probably someone I don't know, or probably a scammer, or it's probably some preacher people who don't require my attention. But listen, actually listen. I'm not talking about a literal doorbell, of course, but listen to your intuition. Understand that there are signs around you pointing towards something, and if it's not pointing towards something, it's guiding you towards something, and that something is really good. That something is going to take you to a different place. It will guide you to a place. Now, this guidance will lead you to restructure your life. I do feel that is what's going to happen. You're going to be restructuring your life after this. But once you do that, it's going to be good. Because the star always follows the tower. Right? Let's go in depth a little, see if there are any messages. Feel like your legs are gonna be very important, like your feet, so make sure that you're wearing the proper shoes when you're going outside. Make sure that your feet are protected, especially if you have diabetes. Try not to get any wounds on your feet. See here, the skeleton's foot is on this moon, and I feel this is very sharp. Try not to get any cuts or injure your foot. because, well, injuries are not pleasant. Simply for that reason. Wear the right shoes. Some of you are not wearing right shoes. It's giving you foot pain, like plantar fasciitis or something. You're just straining your foot a lot and it's not supporting anymore. Your shoes have worn down. Change your shoes. There's also something about prayer here. If you do pray, change up your style, because your old style of praying is not serving you anymore. Like, it has completed its purpose. Now you need to pray for other things, or you need to reconnect with that sense of devotion. You need to reconnect with that devotion. You need to reconnect with that spirituality and your love for God. Because prayer works best when done out of love, when done out of gratitude, I find in my experience. Then strength, you see how this skeleton is trying to hold on to her. He's holding her by her neck and her thighs. Stagnancy is not an option, pile 2. Stagnancy is not an option, especially at this moment. This is a time where you're gonna move forward. This is a time where you're moving forward. Feel you may be an air sign, or you have Gemini placements, because I feel like the current Jupiter placement, Jupiter in Gemini, is benefiting you, but you're not allowing it to happen. But it's trying to help you, but you're not able to recognize the signs on where is it they're trying to help you. So you're not able to actually access it in all of its power. You're not able to access it fully in its full potential. You're just bulldozing through things. And there's no need for you to bulldoze through things. You don't have to bulldoze through things. You can just let them be, Relax. You need to relax. You need to take a break. You need to relax. You need to allow yourself a break, because you're in a very, very masculine energy right now. And sometimes, even if you identify as a man, or even if you identify as non-binary or trans, I'm speaking in energetic terms. Sometimes we need to be in a feminine energy so that we can, find that spark again, so that we can truly relax again and enjoy the fruits of our labor. If all you're gonna do is work, and more work, when are you actually gonna sit down and enjoy the fruits of your labor? You're always gonna be stuck at working. No bueno. So relax, take a break. It's okay to take a break. You're not gonna do some irreparable damage if you take a break. You're gonna do some irreparable damage if you don't take a break, if you burn out, if you get yourself sick with how much you're working, with how much you're stressing out. Whatever is destined for you will come to you, and you don't have to work hard for it. And by work hard, I mean you don't have to work yourself like a machine. You don't have to work yourself to the bone. Everyone has to put in hard work, of course, but it will come easy. It will come easy. Don't bulldoze through things. Something is trying to reach you, and it's trying to come through with a path of ease. Let it. Your blockage is that you don't listen to your intuition. Your blockage is that you're disconnected with your spirituality. You're disconnected with your faith. Find your intuition again. Find your divinity again. How you can overcome this? 7 of Cups and the Queen of Cups reversed. Now the messages that this deck gives are very, very short and direct. So I'm gonna say what the messages are and not drag it out. The first thing that you can do to step into this abundant energy and overcome the blockages is by practicing gratitude. You see, this is kind of a hallelujah sort of position. I mean, I've not actually got on my knees and said hallelujah, except maybe once. But you see, you look at these cups, but if you look at this, I'm not sure if the camera is focusing. I hope it does. I'm scared to actually touch my phone and worry of making it fall. But you see, he's looking at this and he's happy. He's happy. Practice gratitude. Shift your perspective from what you don't have to what you do have. Okay, so maybe you can't afford that. Maybe you can't afford that particular item, but at least you have food on your table. At least you have food on your plate. Maybe you can't afford, maybe you can't afford to buy that specific dress or specific shirt that you love, but at least you can afford to have clothes on your body. Shift your perspective from a perspective of lack to a perspective of abundance. So what if I can't afford that particular lipstick? At least I can afford to feed myself. At least I can afford to take care of my health when there is a need to do so. Shift your perspective towards a more abundant one, and you have to start at the ground level to do so. You don't have to express gratitude for the car that you have. Don't have to express gratitude for the big things that you have. You can start simple. You can have gratitude for the food that you're able to eat. You can have gratitude for the money that you have in your pocket. Doesn't matter how much of it is there. At least you have money in your pocket. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. Abundance does not always come in the form of money. If you manifest for abundance, it can be happiness in your life. It can be love in your life. If you want to manifest abundance in the form of money, you need to be specific about it. Be grateful. Be grateful. Count your blessings. And with this, Queen of Cups again is in reversed. Tap into feminine energy. It will be beneficial for you and it will be healing for you. Right now, feminine energy will be healing for you. You need to embrace it. You need to be in the divine, in your own divine feminine's presence. You need to tap into her. You need to tap into your emotions. You need to embrace your emotions, accept your emotions, understand and validate your own emotions first before you do it for others or expect others to do it for you. The first responsibility that we have is of ourselves. Take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. Give yourself nurture. Give yourself love. Give yourself play. Give yourself nourishment. You are in a very lack mindset right now, I feel, because this has the energy of lack present here. It's not serving you, Palto. It's not serving you. It's making you work and work a lot more. How much are you gonna work? You can't keep replanting the same seed 1,000 times. You need to give the seed time to grow. You need to water it and you need to leave it. It will grow at its own pace. Just because you water it daily does not mean you're gonna make it grow faster. What you can do in the meantime is that you give nutrients to the soil, you give fertilizer, you make sure that the environment is present for it to grow, but you leave the seed alone. You don't disturb its development. Find your love, find your emotions, find your center. If you have seen Rise of the Guardians, that Christmas movie, there's a scene where Santa Claus is having those dolls which get like you open them, there's another doll inside, you open it, there's another doll inside, and there's a teeny tiny Santa Claus in the center, and he says, "This is who I am." And the doll has huge big eyes. He says, "This is who I am. I have big eyes. I have eyes full of wonder, childlike wonder." You need to find what makes you you. Let things happen with ease. Okay? Guidance for you is the Magician, and below the deck we had the Nine of Wands reversed. Magician. If you have seen a lot of tarot readings, at this point you'd know that the Magician is a card of manifestation. The Magician. You can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you put your mind to, pile 2. Have I been saying pile 1? I'm sorry if I have. This is pile 2. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to work hard for it. You can do magic, pile 2. You can manifest things easily. You will get whatever you want. You'll get whatever you want. But you don't always have to work yourself to the bone for it. There's only so much hard work that you can do. And sometimes you got to release some things to the universe. Things will come easy if they're meant for you. Trust in your own abilities. Trust in your ability to manifest. Trust in your own sense of intuition and understanding and alignment, that you will get whatever you want. See? Don't let things cage you. Don't let things cage you. You're meant to be free. You're a free thinker. Compare these to see how free she is here compared to how she is here. You can manifest easily. You can manifest freely. Your energy is meant to flow. Flow. Again, feminine energy. Right now, what will help you the most is to be in a state of flow. To be free. To believe in yourself, to believe in magic, to believe that the universe always has your back, that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. Don't let things cage you just because they make sense. Don't let things cage you just because it's the only logical option present. Magic is not logical. Manifestation is not logical. It's emotional. It's energetic. There's something divine that's about to happen. Allow it. Don't fight it. Don't force it. Allow it. Need to be in a state of flow. Don't cage don't cage yourself. Don't cage your ideas. Don't cage your thoughts. Don't cage your actions. Be free. Think freely. Think openly. Think lovingly. Think creatively. Okay? That's all that I'm getting for your reading pile 2. I hope this was able to give you some insight and clarity about your situation. Please make sure to like the video if the messages resonate with you, and comment if there's any videos that you'd like to see, be it a reading or a video about magic or occult or anything like that, or specific topics even, whichever you want. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.